Alright, we're live.
Here we go. Indiegogo.
How much has he made actually? He was at like a million.
Oh no, he's at $263,959 at the moment.
That's not enough money to protect his family or even himself. Like,
yeah.
There's the link.
Thank you. Let's have a look at this. He put a update on the 13 days ago, so it's about 2 weeks ago. Hello everyone, just wanted to take the time to thank you for your continued support. Also, a special thank you to Lisa Johnson for your large donation of $10,000. It's people like you who are taking charge and leading the way to donations to help us actually achieve our goal. We look forward to meeting you in person on the film set. God bless you. We have 22 days of the campaign left. We truly believe. Yeah, there's only how many days now? 9 days left. He needs to reach. Oh man.
He's not going to lose the money. It's a special pool that whatever money he makes, it goes into what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, where is that?
Who's this girl that he's also involved with? Courtney Feldon. Who's that?
Who?
Who's Courtney Feldon? Is that his wife?
Probably, I don't know. I don't really know much about his family.
A few days ago, this is an update on his fun page. He put this update out on this channel. Who's Courtney Feldon? Oh, it's his wife. Hmm.
God damn. This video is nearly impossible to find. This is fucked up. It's like they've taken it off the fucking YouTube. Like.
Cat, you've entered a political world. Welcome. Dude, Corey Feldman just looks weird. Look at his face.
I mean, have you seen him singing? He's lost the head. He's doing singing performances, but he's dancing like Michael Jackson. And he basically says that he didn't get any of his moves from Michael Jackson. Well, have you seen his newest music video?
Yeah.
It's fucking mad, like.
He's done the Truth Campaign video number 2 as well. So, yeah.
I know, something's fishy about what he's doing.
What do you mean?
I don't know, it just seems like he's trying to do this all for the money.
No, he's not. See, what you need to realize is that he's been talking about this forever. He's never not talked about it. It's only now that
he get that Videolytics thing on there.
Wait, what?
How do you like that Videolytics thing on the right? How would you get that?
Oh, I pay for TubeBuddy. Oh. What that is?
What are you talking about?
No, you're talking about on my screen.
Yeah, on his screen.
No, that's called. Do you know what TubeBuddy is?
No.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the actual stats. Oh yeah, well you need
this here.
Yeah,
I'll show you. Look, this here.
You can do that without TubeBuddy. You can find APIs that will integrate themselves into your YouTube without having to have loads of people.
But you do have to pay. There is certain features you have to pay for on this, but I just pay for it every month. I think it's like I've got in what package I've got. I'll show
Well,
you now.
you've got plenty of spoons to pull out of your arse.
Oh, here we go. I've got the Legend license. See, unlimited access. Yeah, the Legend price cost me $39. I ordered that on the 29th of November. It's actually worked pretty well for me. If you look at my latest videos, it is helping me a lot. It also helps me with, if I want to push out like a YouTube video, I can also publish it on all my other social media at once. So it's a nice handy tool to have. Member perks, I get access to this. It basically gives you like a YouTube Pro version. So when you go to like Creator Studio, like you see here at the top, you get these extra features here.
I cannot find this video for the life of me, so I'm gonna have to go into my bleeding Facebook and try to find it. That's mad. I can't find it anywhere, no matter what I try search. Like,
and you see like here, it's added extra bulk here. These extra features published to Facebook as well. Launchpad, quick links, things like that. You have a thumbnail generator as well.
Y'all gotta go like the stream so we get some more people in here.
I'd recommend it, man. $39, it's not bad.
Look, man, I don't know what this woman's name is, but she's from England. She's a political activist, and she's got blonde hair. That's all I know about this video. I can't find it anywhere. This is nuts.
That is crazy.
I'm gonna have to go through my fucking phone. That may have old records or something.
Let me find it. Metropolitan Police interview.
Like, it's the type of thing you need to hear, because you're from England, like.
Is this it?
Okay, let me see the. No. This is a woman who's sitting in front of the camera. She has blonde hair, and she's playing a phone that the interview was on.
For what channel was this on? Or
there was no. I don't know what the channel was. It's just somebody that believes in the freedom. She's from England, like.
Wait, former Met Police.
When was that? She's from.
Is this him?
No. This is only new. This is only about a fucking week old. I'll find it. I will eventually find it. I'm gonna have to go through my fucking history if that's the case.
Yes, Matthew, I do see it. Thanks for authenticating.
What's that for? Tube buddy?
No, it's called vidIQ.
Okay.
Matthew Boy, one of the moderators, just showed it to me. Oh, apparently I make $3.79 in monthly revenue despite them demonetizing me.
How can you make money when it gets taken away from you?
No, they say that if they didn't demonetize me, that's how much money I would make per month, $3.79.
And your YouTube channel, what's that based on?
What do you mean? What's it based on?
Like, what do you play on your channel that get you money?
I live stream.
What, games, like?
Yeah.
And so you're live streaming games and you're demonetized, but you're still making money.
No, well, they're saying, I'm pretty sure when it says $3.79 monthly revenue, it's saying they say my stuff is not suitable for advertisers. Because that's the thing that they send out to all conservatives.
Basically, it still displays how much he could be making.
So they're rubbing
They're
in your
showing
face
how much they're making off of me by not giving me that money, basically.
Oh, sure, they're doing it to me as well. Like, I have a channel which I monetize anyway, but I also have a gaming channel. But because I'm not affiliated with a gaming network, turns out that all my gaming videos are now being used to pay somebody else. But because I'm not in the mood of taking down 500-600 videos, I'll just let them have it. I don't care. Let them. It's a disgrace, like. Your content that you're doing.
Basic YouTube partnership, you can still get monetization.
I just passed 40,000 views.
But I think, Keith, does it say the message not suitable for monetization or something like that?
No. Because I haven't monetized anything, my account has not been erased or nothing. Because I'm not bothering my arse to try and monetize it. Like, there are a few videos which you can monetize, but when it comes to that, like games like FIFA are ridiculous. Like, you could be playing a game in FIFA, or you could be in the fucking menu screen, and there could be a song which is 4 seconds that the bot understands, and it deletes the entire audio track for fucking 4 seconds worth of music that EA are cocksuckers to put in the first place. I've learned over time to delete all music or mute every bit of music from most games, just so I can actually get the monetize it for myself. Because if you do have any music involved in those videos, you're screwed. You'll never make any money. Even though you're the one putting the effort in playing all those games, those hours of games, somebody else is now making money off you because your video is being played. And there's no way around it. I can dispute it. But this is what I wonder about gaming communities and all. Like, are you protected from all this crap that goes on? That's one thing I try to understand, like. Right. Right, I found that video. I had to go to a week ago.
And Retro 80s. Everyone
the video's
like
still up.
streams.
There's a video there. I'm going for a piss, so Stevie, wait a couple of seconds to play it, and then I'll be back in now. I don't want to hear it again. It's disgusting. It's terrible.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, there it is there. Now, who says that they're streaming this right now?
Me, boy.
Yeah? Well,
fuck you anyway.
Fuck you anyway. I'm not drunk enough to say fuck you anyway. Your streamers are in for something when it... Stevie, I can't believe you hadn't heard about this.
Hello, I'm back. I've had a change of heart. I'm going to play you that clip. I'm going to play it. I'm going to let a little bit of an audience build, and I am going to play it.
What?
Hello, hi. I'm going to wait until I've got a bit of an audience, and I am going to play that clip. I'm going to play it for you people, because you need to hear it, and this needs to be sent on.
I was shocked for the fact that she's English. Like,
it's truly shocking.
I'm just glad.
It's truly shocking.
You know, UK government is in some
Hello,
serious
good morning,
shit
good morning,
with
good
this
morning.
stuff.
I'm going to wait until I've got a bit of an audience so you can hear it, because otherwise you're going to miss out in the beginning and you're going to miss out on some crucial information that John is obviously going to be discussing.
About?
It's about 10 minutes.
Wait till you hear
it's
what
a
she's
10-minute
talking
clip.
about. This clip can bring down the United States government.
I'll keep the camera.
It's
so
not
you can
based
look
on
at me.
some Joe. So
I'll
this
play
is
the
based
audio
on somebody that was up there with the entire bleeding metropolitan
got enough
police.
people. Hello, people.
You'll hear them anyway.
Okay.
It's
Are
the
you
stuff
ready?
that he talks about.
This is really damning, shocking stuff. It's appalling. Right, I'm gonna press play. Okay. Let me know if you've got any problems hearing it.
Hello, all right, my name's John Major. I know Brian mentioned me earlier. I did 25 years. I'm an ex-policeman. I was detective in the Metropolitan Police. I dealt with, I specialised in child abuse investigations.
Can you hear it all right?
I dealt with a case of, I was on the vice unit, specialist unit in the police. I dealt with a case of child vice.
Can you hear it, people?
I looked into it, and it was quite apparent that it was quite endemic. There was one little girl, she was 13, she was being pimped out, and she was being given heroin and crack cocaine. And she told me of another girl, who told me of another girl, and on it went. And it was an organised child prostitution racket, which was increasing by the day. The kids went from 9 years old right the way up to 14-year-olds, and they were taken to some wealthy places, they were taken to some bottom-end places. But what came out of it was that these kids were all known to the care system, to social services. They were all subject to care orders, every one of them. And also that there was a judge involved, there was a senior copper involved, there was someone high up in the BBC involved, and it'd been going on for well over a decade and probably into 2 decades. I put together a very concise and factually based intelligence report, submitted it, and thinking that I would be promoted for what I disclosed, or at least rewarded, the opposite occurred. At the same time, this is relevant, I was a single parent of 4 children.
With it, Sonny.
I was brought into a senior officer's office. This senior officer is now one of the leading police officers in the country.
Leading police officer.
And what happened next was just, well, it was perverse. He turned around to me and he said, you know, what have you done? I said, well, what do you mean what I've done? He said, you know, what you've found out can never get out. He said, if you mention a word of what you know outside of this room, you're going to F us, F-U-C-K us, past, present and future. This cannot and shall not and will not ever get out. He said, if you mention a word of it, I will throw you to the wolves. You will lose your job, you will lose your home, you will lose your children. You cannot say a word about this. You have no idea what you're dealing with, who you're dealing with, and how deep this goes. Now, these kids, their lives were at risk. They were living a very, very dangerous lifestyle, and in fact, children did die. The main key witness died. They shut the investigation down, and I was removed. I then went on to another unit, and within the matter of 3 days, I found 50 children that were being prostituted out. These kids were all known to social services, and they were all, the system was making money out of them. I know someone explained it earlier. They were getting £2,000 per children per week for them being in care, and there was no care at all involved. That again was shut down. I made an official allegation of police corruption post Jimmy Savile revelations coming out, and then what happened was that the police came for me. They've tried in the last 3 years to prosecute me on 9 separate occasions, and each occasion could have got me a 2-year prison sentence.
Hang on
one occasion, there was a colleague of mine who's terminally ill with cancer. She was close friends with Bernard Hogan-Howe, who was a commissioner at the time of the Metropolitan Police. A private party at his house, he was paying for her to have alternative treatment for her cancer. It was costing £10,000. It was coming out of some police slush fund. And what had happened with me, the police had put me on, they revoked my pay. I was on no pay. I was looking at losing my home because I couldn't retain payments. They said if I took up any work, they would sack me. So my job was at risk. A colleague of mine was so appalled as to what happened that she went up to Bernard Hogan-Howe during a Christmas party and said, Bernard, look, I need to talk to you about a colleague of mine. He's been treated really bad, and when you find out what it's all about, I think you'll agree with me. And he said, okay, I'll listen. He said his name is John Wedger. With that, he stood up, walked out, and then the next day withdrew all the funding for her cancer treatment, and her cancer went into remission. Another colleague of mine went to my commander. Earlier this year, one of my children suffered a horrific injury in a terrible accident and was in intensive care, and actually died twice whilst in intensive care. He's now permanently paralysed. I had no income. He was in a hospital 100 miles from my home.
People molesting
I was sleeping in my car because I couldn't afford to stay in a room to go and see him. A colleague of mine went to a commanding officer and said, you need to help John, this is what's happening. I was leaving at home my other children, and one of my children was 16 years old. When my commanding officer heard that, they served discipline papers on my colleague, saying that they're withholding information, and then they sent 2 detectives round to my house and made an allegation been made by the Met Police to my home force that I was committing child abandonment, and they tried to remove my youngest son from me. I teamed up 2 years ago with other whistleblowing coppers. One was Maggie Oliver. I don't know if anyone saw the BBC drama 3 Girls. Maggie Oliver was the GMP, Great Manchester Police detective who exposed the Rochdale child grooming gang. They tried to prosecute her. GMP tried to put her in prison. The other one was Lenny Harper, who exposed the child abuse and murder in Hope de la Garenne in Jersey. And lastly was Mike Veal, the brave Chief Constable Wiltshire, who exposed Ted Heath. I went to see them all, and what they said is, John, this is what will happen to you. Not so much Mike Veal, but the other 2. And they said, they'll come for you, they'll serve you with gross misconduct papers, they will charge you with offences, they will arrest you, they will try and imprison you. It will stop your money,
Guys,
and they will attack everything, and it's exactly what they did.
All right, this is what we're
After
doing
3
now.
years of fighting the police, I've
You have to
finally
get
won.
used to it.
I'm now suing them. I'm now bringing together all the other whistleblowing coppers. I'm only dealing
We're
with
gonna
child
unite.
What it's
abuse.
called
I'm not
is
interested in
politically
anything else.
gaming. We do gaming and we do politics.
But what I'm saying is
That's
that there
what's
is
going on right now,
a conspiracy,
I'll be streaming
a
a
high-level
game
conspiracy
after this,
involving sexual abuse of children, and it goes right to the top. Lenny Harper, the
Establishment.
commanding officer for Jersey Police at the time, said to me, John, what you will find is that the tentacles of what you're looking at will go right to the heart of the British establishment. At the time, the Cabinet Minister for Policing and Crime, Mike Penning, he asked the Home Office to assist me, realising that there was a conspiracy against me. As soon as he did so, the Home Office insisted that they will help me, they will investigate my claims.
That's pissing me off.
The Home Office did to me what they did to Maggie Oliver. They invited me into Parliament, asked me to bring all my paperwork. They assured me they will investigate it. They seized my paperwork, promising me that there will be an independent government investigation, and then they buggered off, and I never heard from them again.
Done nothing.
Mike
Buried
Penning,
it. Buried
the
it.
very next day, was removed from his post. There is something very, very dark going on. And if I will go back to what the lady said earlier,
Yeah, listen.
the girl who was going on about the straw man thing, I remember a case of 4 children that were taken into care. 3 of them have been registered. The 4th one had not been registered.
One wasn't
and
registered.
I remember they had to give that child back.
They gave it back.
So even what the lady was saying about the
There's
straw
a
man
birth
thing, I remember a
certificate.
case
Slaves
and it
us.
sort of verifies that. So that is my thing. I mean, I continue to sort of campaign. I was in the national press at the weekend, and hopefully there'll be more to come. But, you know, when you stand up, when you whistleblow, same as a victim and survivor of sexual abuse, you stand alone. No one will stand by you. I've spoken to people, whistleblowers from the NHS, from within the clergy, and so many people are bullied into silence. So that's my angle, but the truth is the truth, and it will all stand out. But thank you ever so much for giving support.
Shocking. You shocked? Because I was shocked.
Keith,
Yeah,
where did she get that audio from?
I've no idea. I've already just said it. This is going to destroy the United Kingdom's government, because at the end of the day, it's the police doing all this. Man, it's gonna be nuts. The downfall from this, I don't know what the hell's going to happen, but once it starts gaining ground, people start realising what's after been going on. That's some serious stuff that's going to go on there.
Let's just sit here.
detective in the Metropolitan Police.
Here's the raw footage, Keith. There it is right there.
Yeah, when was that? That's the 4th of December. Well, yeah, fair enough. Like I says, I couldn't find the actual video of it. Just that woman had it there anyway.
Yeah, 4th of December 2017.
This thing, if this thing turns out to be true, especially with all of these whistleblowers of the United Kingdom, if the mainstream news don't report on this, then they're going to be the ones that will stop completely. Something so big, and then for companies never to basically say what's going on, even though they know it. Especially Sky News, they're one of the biggest news broadcasters in the world. They'd have to know about this. This is freely available on the internet, you know what I mean? It's not as if it's something new that's after happening.
I'm quite surprised it's got hardly any attention.
That's what I mean. It's unheard of. This is what I'm saying. That's the reason why I said it in the first place.
Like now, you just watch how he's got 5,000. This one's only got 64 views.
This is what I'm saying, though.
Because they don't want it out, that's why.
With the person that gave that interview, right? I didn't do a fact check on him, I don't know. Fact check his name. Find out who he is. If it turns out he's credible, well, then the interview you listen to is 100% true. Now, he claims to be high up in the police force. And if he is, then it's credible. That's just the way it is. You could say it's one person's word against another, but it's not. Because when it comes to stuff like this, look at it. It's not just countries that do it. It's a world paedophile ring, a huge world paedophile ring. It's always been like that. Each country has their own pushes on that type of stuff. You know what I mean? When it comes to political power and stuff like that. That's why the United States, all these arrests are happening right now. That's the reason why in Australia there's a load of arrests.
Which I'm going to have to send to Paul and Jada, that one part in that piece. It was especially in regards to Free Girls.
Just send them the whole video. I'm sure that she's going to get in contact with that woman who did that.
Yeah, definitely. Because that Free Girls part is very interesting, because that was, the Rochdale scandal.
Well, see, this is what I mean. Like, people... Like that video last week of that fella, that copper just blowing that kid away. Like, fair enough. Like, he did stupid things as a kid, but that fella was holding that gun. You know what I mean? Yeah. He literally made him walk on all fours. Like, when it comes to police procedure, I don't think that stands in line in what police procedure really is. Like, okay, you don't want to get shot. Well, then you jump through these hoops. Either you do that or you're dead. That's what that was. When it comes to that, if that fella was stupidly waving guns around their apartments and doing all that, well then, he deserved for the police to get there. But for the police to do what they did, he didn't deserve that. It's the same thing as now with all this shit that's going on. If it gets out of hand, which it is, all of it's out of hand, from police brutality all over the world to corruption cases of sex abuse between celebrities, to now corruption cases of sex abuse between politicians and people, to the actual famous man himself, Mr. Jimmy Savile, the world's biggest paedophile.
And then you got local councils covering it up as well.
This is the thing. Like, the truth is now coming out in droves, and the worst part of it is, like, when the truth does come out, it's going to be like, it's already happening, but once the scale of what happens or what has happened over the past generations or so, once that all starts to come out, there's gone pure anger and resentment of the people that even tried to do this in the first place. But yeah. Look, the gate is already open. The truth is coming out. It's coming out in weird forms all over the world right now, no matter where you are. But it's coming out. Crazy.
This information's not public enough. That's the problem.
Milton boy.
See, this is what I mean.
Milton boy.
Like, that video itself that she has, that's been up a week, and it's probably only had about 100 viewers since the time that I looked at it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let it be like that. But as the message stands, if this fella is any way credible in what he talks about or says, and he has evidence, which he does, because his court documents and all prove it and everything, then it's true. Like 64, what the one we were just looking at had 64 views.
Yeah.
Let it have to. It will grow. It will grow. Once people realise what's going on, those type of videos are going to grow anyway. Especially a video like that.
Why'd you get dropped from PGTV?
So I hope so.
What else are you supposed to say or do when it comes to this entire situation? You know what I mean? Like, people have been screaming about this in one fashion or another for decades. You know what I mean? But it seems to be 2017 or 2016 and 2017 was the year to just literally open up all the doors that people have been saying are conspiracies, that they're lies, they're ridiculous. Well, it's all happening now. You know what I mean? All those years of people talking about this type of stuff and being, you know, pushed down, beat down, being told what to say. Well, that's kind of done these days now anyway, because all these people have to do now is just sit back and look at everything. And it's not based on the fact that you can say something and then it'll eventually show up. That's ridiculous, like, because there's too many people saying it. It's coming. It's coming. Day of reckoning for all the evil cunts of the world is now coming, and that's just the end of it. How the world responds to it, I don't know. I don't know what the hell this is going to do to the planet. Because this type of situation that everyone is in, all these stupid, goddamn sick pedophile rings and murderings, they're all based in nearly every country in the world. You know what I mean? It's not just that. And you're not fighting against the people, you're fighting against the fucking governments normally. So, for normal people, which is the people, at the end of the day, the governments were there to actually protect the people and help the people. It's the people that tell the governments what to do, not the government, not the other way around. That was the official way it should have been. That's the way it's always been, like. But it's happened.
Okay, explain, Milton.
What can you do? I'm just, every day something new happens. You know what I mean? It'll come to the point where there's going to be so much information that there's going to be a story that it'll either tip one side one way or the other. It doesn't make a difference, but something's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's not going to be based on fucking world events or anything like that. It's going to be based on, well, yeah, it will be based on world events. And I'm not going to say it's based on one event because that's ridiculous. Like, there's so many different things happening right now that you can all put them into one folder, but it's just getting bigger. It's not going to be. You can't stop the truth. It's just the end of it. Like, whatever this weird shit that they did all this time, well, it looks like it's coming to an end. And that's not a conspiracy. Like, that's just fact. Like, it's happening. Like, people can say that you're nuts all you want, but it's in the face. And the one thing I've always said, you'll truly understand when it comes to this stuff once it's right in your face and you have to deal with it. And everyone's going to have to start dealing with it. Crazy though. Mad. The whole thing is mad.
Hey, Stevie, whatever happened to Miltum?
Who's Milton?
Miltum was a PGTV person, but he's in the chat right now saying he got removed from PGTV.
Stevie's having a moment right now is what he's doing.
He's having a moment?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. The latest video that I just showed him is from his own country, so, you know, you kind of would. 64 viewers and 2,000 viewers, that's really bad. Fact checking, I'm gonna have to fact check all that shit myself actually, but I probably shouldn't have released when it comes to that, but still, that's just the way it is anyway. If it turns out that these people are true, what it's saying, all these people this fella's mentioning and is all saying, then there's no way that it's not true, you know what I mean? And if that's the case, then that's when I don't even know what to think what could happen with that type of information. I don't know. Right. Right, let me get it. There's one first. Okay. I swear, I absolutely fucking love crypto mining currency. It's crazy. Every few minutes I'm told that I just keep making money. It's brilliant. My number one regret when it comes to cryptocurrencies is that I never got into it years ago, even though I knew what it was like.
$1,000 in Bitcoin in 2013 is worth $1.1 million now.
I know. My mate bought Bitcoin about 9 years ago, I think it was. I think he spent something like, what, 200 quid on 9 of them. Just imagine a wallet that you had in a spare computer that you had in attic rusting away. Like, you could turn 100 quid, something like that anyway, into, 9 times 70.
How much do you make?
200,000, like. See, when it comes to this mining stuff, I still don't understand it. I'm only learning about all the main currencies that are happening right now, all the main programs of how to do it. One of the currencies I'm mining right now, where does it actually? Let me see.
So you're mining Bitcoin right now?
Yeah. I think the only way that I'm able to use my computer and do all this shit is for the fact that I have stupid amounts of RAM in my computer. But I'm using a program right now called MinerGate, and that's only one program. I have 3 currencies on the go, and what is it? See, the whole Bitcoin thing, this thing is, I'm still zero based. I've still got like 4 zeros behind me. But the point is, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here.
I just learned about how to mine Bitcoin, and there's this guy that lives up in the Chinese mountains, and he only lives up there in the mountains because it was like a Cold War place, and it's really cold up there, and so he has like 200 computers just constantly running, and he makes $20,000 a day.
I can understand that. China is like 25% of the entire Bitcoin market over all cryptocurrencies, literally. Like, there's a company I'm looking into that is from Iceland. They're not, like, the way it works is, instead of you mining yourself, you'd pay these people a contract to mine for you. So say it's a $500 contract over a year. You pay that $500, and within that year you'll make that $500, and then you'll start making profit within that year as well. If you choose 2-year contracts, then say you spent $1,000 on a 2-year contract, say you make $1,000 in that entire year, then the next year is just profit from what you've spent. It's crazy. This is why I'm so interested in all this. This is so mad. Like, I can't understand stock exchanges, but like, weirdly enough, by studying Bitcoin enough, I'm starting to understand the Bitcoin stock exchange, which is nuts because I'm not a fan of stock exchanges. But it's interesting stuff. Even like, it's weird, like with the combinations of what coins do you want to start mining to be able to be the most profit. That's going to be based on the card that you're using, or your it's mad. It's just mad. And it's exciting because if you have, like, if you get into it crazy enough, like I've been doing in the past few days, I've just got I've got miners all over the place and wallets all over the place, and my phones are going crazy every now and again. I just keep getting messages of new blockchains found. This is your profit for that blockchain and stuff like that. It's mad.
Wait, yeah. So this says, I'm looking at this here. It says 5th/S for 1 year. What does that mean?
Well, I don't know if you'd be able to do that yourself. That's a terahash. Do you understand computers in a way?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the way that bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, terabytes, gigabytes, and then terabytes. It's the same type of thing. You know what I mean? Terahashes. That's mad. You'd be mining shitloads of cards, or you'd have shitloads of computers linked to each other to get that type of. Because like, if you've got like, just imagine, let's just make a scenario that you had like 60 mates that all had PCs, and you're like, right, here we go, I'm gonna try something. There's more. That's more information that I'm making more money. Say you had 60 mates, and you're like, right, let's all get together. I'm about to do something. Your 60 mates have GTX 1060s. you link all those 1060s to the exact same address, you're going to be mining 60 GTX 1060s without having to have them in an entire farm. You're going to be doing it over the space of your friends and stuff like that.
I have a
all
1080 Ti superclock. What can I do with that?
I can only imagine. That's something else. You have a 1080 Ti superclocked.
Yeah. $700 that costed me.
Oh no. You should look into Bitcoin mining just for the hell of it. If your computer is your computer nearly on all the time anyway?
Not really, but I can put it on all the time.
Well, think about like how many connectors has your GTX got? Is it 2 6-pins, 2 8-pins, an 8-pin, a 6-pin?
I have no idea.
I'm having it's about the cables that you plugged into the top of your graphics card. I'm having a guess that you probably have 2 of them.
Yes.
A GTX 1080 Ti super overclocked. Like like right now, I'm just doing all this with a 1050 Ti super overclocked, but it's a Strix like.
And how much do you make a day?
I that's the thing though. This making a day stuff, I'm still getting used to it. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to explain that to you. I've got one program telling me that I'm going to make what is it, 150 a day. Then I've other programs telling me that I'm going to make $2 a day. I have to spend more time with this to understand exactly what to even say to that.
So
it's just
you're getting charged on a daily basis to do this. Are you getting charged to take part in this?
I'm not being charged anything.
Because it says daily fee 140 is what I'm looking
No,
at for
no.
5 tera hashes.
You're looking at Genesis mining, are you? When it comes to that,
I'm looking at Bitcoin cloud mining.
Cloud mining is different. Cloud mining is when it comes to investments.
Oh.
Bitcoin mining is completely different. Like what you'd be doing is CPU or GPU Bitcoin mining. You'd be mining with your graphics card. That's why if you go onto eBay, you'd see all these cards being bought up because Bitcoin is so fucking high right now. You happen to have one of the best cards to do it with. Like that's insane. Like the money that I'm looking at and the way that I split my graphics card into different portions, you could do just do a comparison between a 1050 Ti to a 1080 Ti, and these are both super overclocked versions. Like mine is Acer Strix, you know what I mean? So
what exactly? So I'm looking at the cloud mining thing, but you're talking about something else. What is that?
The cloud mining is for investment. The Bitcoin mining or the mining itself is what you want to do, where you'd use your graphics card as capital to what you're doing.
All right. So.
Okay, how can let me see. Well, what I've learned over the past few days, one of the easiest things that I got into, which is super simple, you don't have to do anything. MinerGate. That's what it's called. MinerGate is a miner. It's a miner for Windows 10, but it includes nearly all of the currencies that you'd ever want to mine. But there's a menu built in called Smart Miner, and what it'll do is if you click that, it'll basically start mining the most profitable coin that your card is based on, or the most profitable coin that day to make on your card. If I had known about MinerGate before I started this, then it would have been easier. At least that'll get you into it.
All right, so download MinerGate.
MinerGate for have you got Windows 10?
I've got Windows 7.
Windows 7 will still work. Yeah, same thing. MinerGate. Just get mine. The version I have is like 7.2, I think it is.
Yeah, that's the one I'm downloading right now.
Yeah, that's the newest one. When it comes to all of the miners that I've noticed, it seems to be the best ones are the command line based that haven't got all the GUIs behind them. But I'm still getting used to them as well. Like it's a whole new experience. There's more money. That's brilliant stuff. Like there's so much to learn with this. I'm sorry I didn't learn about it years ago because I should have. I should have. Now, the one thing I will tell you though, you need to realize this. Like, think about, you and your computer against all those farms. You know what I mean? You're talking about. I don't know if there's a farm that exists that has 10 GTX 1080s all in one row that are TIs just all overclocked. If that's the case, then you have somebody just literally. You're talking. That's where they're farming. Like, it's an absolute beast sucking in all the bits. Like
all right, here we go. So it's using my computer pretty hard right now, and I just started it up.
Oh no. Okay, no. Without mining anything, it shouldn't take up. Like, if the program is running, it should. See, what you need to do is you need to go to on the right hand side of that menu on the top. There's a benchmark. It'll benchmark your machine to see how fast you can do it. The fastest I was able to do it with a 1080 Ti or a 1050 Ti was 450 megahashes, which is MHZ. With a 1080 Ti overclocked, I'd be interested.
Benchmark. Should I do this when I'm not streaming?
I don't know what type of impact it would have. Like, you have a 1080 Ti, so I'm having to guess that it wouldn't be too much of a problem to stream. You know what I mean?
Alright, it says... Oh, it's doing a test now.
Yeah, the speed. See, there's more stuff. That's brilliant.
So is that one whole Bitcoin you're earning, or a part of a Bitcoin?
Oh no, it's just all parts. It's all parts. You know what I mean? It's all based on parts. Like, whenever I earn more stuff, that it just gives me a beat to tell me that I just earn more stuff.
So you're using MinerGate right now.
I've got 4 programs running right now while I'm talking to you.
Powerful.
I'm just mining all sorts. Your 1080. What's the actual clock speed of that? Like, you should be given a number continuously.
11 gigabytes of memory on the TI superclocked.
That's what you have.
Yeah.
That's right. See the menu that is in MinerGate that is just continuously fluctuating. What is the number that you're looking at?
Well, on the benchmark, I'm looking at max. The max Bitcoin was around 850. What does that mean?
850.
Yeah.
That's is that well, there's a MHZK. Like, what's the name after it? Like, see the way you're saying 850. See the way it's going either KHZ, MHZ, GHZ.
It's just, I think it's just testing all of the different currencies right now. So now it's on MCN benchmarking, and it says max MCN score 869. And
so
then it doesn't say anything after that.
So you're doing 869, probably kilohashes or hashes a second, kilohashes a second. It'll have to be so. So your card is like double the power of mine. Is basically what it's saying. You can see. That's what I mean. Just look around. Like, now that you have smart mine, like, first of all, MinerGate has an automatic address that's gonna be sending it to you. Like, you're better off signing up with them so you can have the actual account, but you can also link it to your phone so you can see what's going on even when you're not there. Like,
okay, it says total score almost 7,000. You can make 100 USD per year with only this computer.
100 USD a year with only this computer?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That sounds a bit mad. Like, that's the benchmark, but like I says, it depends on what you're doing with your card. I'm not going to.
It sounds a bit low, or it sounds a bit big.
I didn't even read that type of stuff. I'm using this as a way of to understand the entire Bitcoin type of thing. You know what I mean? Minergate is just there as a way to show you exactly how the entire thing happens. You know what I mean? When you're using your computer and stuff like that. There's other programs that are out there. Like I've gone through, like, I don't know how many fucking things I've gone through so far. Like, I've got Awesome Miner, which is mining. It's gross the coin. It's basically, it's unheard of. Like, each coin is worth about $1.15, I think it is. So I'm just mining that because that's an unheard of coin, but it actually has value to it that is small. Other coins like Monero, they're $240 a coin. As far as that estimate is going with that, that's probably one currency, or if that's an estimate, that's all you can make with your card in a year. That's ridiculous. That's stupid. No, I really don't believe that.
It's probably because I'm streaming. If I wasn't streaming and I performed the same benchmark, then there would probably be... Alright, so right now it's saying 800 hashes a second.
That's a great speed from what I understand the standards anyway. Like 800 mega hashes a second. Like I'm making 400 at the most. That's by just fucking around with loads of different fucking speed manipulators and stuff like that. For 800 just out of the, and yours is super close, so you don't even need to mess with it. Like, I've had to mess with my, like, the clock speed of my graphics card is something like 1300 megahertz, but I've overclocked it to nearly 2 gigahertz. Like, I've taken the memory clock and doubled it by 4 to 8, so it's 8 gigabyte band memory when it comes to that. It depends on your graphics card, and yours is a TI and 1080 Ti, so it depends on how you mess with it. Like, now that you've just entered the whole Bitcoin world, just research it, just have a look around, find out, because like I'm interested, like the coin, that grotesque coin is the one I'm interested in right now, but there's over 1,000 of them. You know what I mean? It's mad. It's such variety. For a completely online solo based experience, it's mad shit. Like, it's good as well though. I'll definitely appreciate stock markets after I finish all this, even though I never bothered my arse to give a shit about them in the first place.
So I didn't even have to confirm an account or anything, and it's already mining?
Yeah, no, it starts mining. What you need to do now is you need to actually change. Like, see to the left side of it. See what you want, smart miner right now.
I'm on. Hang on, give me a second. Oh my god. I opened up my overclock window and everything's freaking out. Okay.
Oh no. Okay, well then, if that's the case.
Smart mining gives you the most profit. I am not smart mining.
But the looks of it, I don't know if your graphics card put you into the categories of mining Bitcoin. But for me, my graphics card gave me Monero. But even at that, those coins are 320 quid a coin. So I'm like, fair enough, that's fine. Your graphics card is on a different level to mine. You know what I mean? Like, yours is at the top level, like near enough at the top level. I mean, especially 1080 Ti. It's like, that's fucked up shit. Like, and you're saying it's 11 gigabytes of memory, like.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream and then see how it works then.
Okay. Well, come back in just to tell us how you see it, anyways, benchmark wise, anyway.
All right, guys, I'll be back later playing Evil Within. All right, peace.